everyone has their little 2 cents and a different piece of their journey. And, like, I know you guys are about to start fall camp, but shit, there's a lot to be said for this whiteout group, man.
Yeah. First we gonna rock, then we gonna fold, then we let it pop, don't let it go.
All right. Welcome to another episode of the Bring the Juice podcast. Today on the pod, not 1, not 2, not 3, but 4 of the core of the Fresno State wideouts. I'm happy to have Zane Pope, Erik Brooks, Josh Kelly, and little bro Mac Dalena on the pod today. They're all going to be segmented out. Got a few questions, got a few scenarios for all of them. First up, we got Zane. Zane, say what's up to Bring the Juice Nation real quick.
Bring the Juice. What's up? How y'all doing?
I'm fired up. Zane, I want to start off with, you're the head of the old heads of the group. You've been there through a lot of ups, through a lot of downs. Your first year was the year we went 12-2. Is that correct? Yeah. So seeing that 12-2 year in your career and all the other years that we've had or y'all have had in your Fresno State football career, what is the type of laser focus you think you need, just coming out of the gate to ultimately win the Mountain West Championship? Because job ain't finished until that's done. Like being the vet, what would you say is like the number one trait?
I think it starts from spring ball, right after the season. You got to be dialed in for spring, and then all summer workouts. The old guys got to lead. Me, this is my 5th year. I got to lead the way. It gets tricky, but you got to come out every day through spring ball, through summer, and then straight into fall camp.
So fall camp's coming up. For people who don't understand fall camp, it is a very difficult time for college athletes, especially in the football field. Definitely. What times did camp start this year? Like 5 a.m., something like that?
Yeah, I think 6 to 9 p.m.
You already got the schedule?
No, not yet. But they gave us a little preview.
Well, it's kind of, you have your good days at camp, you have your bad days at camp. And I would say, being a vet, what have you learned from your first fall camp all the way to going into your 5th? Do you prep a different way? Do you have different regime?
I think sleep and recovery is huge. The COVID camp, I was taking ice baths and Epsom salt baths every night. That's definitely a huge plus. And then you got to go to sleep. They'll let us out, around 9? You got to be to sleep by 9:30. Be fresh for the next day. Wake up. When you were there, we were in the hot tub every morning.
Every morning, bro.
Got to
take care of your body. I think that's something in sports at the next level that, I wish I started it earlier in my high school career, where you don't really realize you're so used to just, you never see a cheetah stretch. Like, you just get out of the car and you could go play a football game. But shit, you start getting a little older,
body hurts,
things start creaking and cracking, and you got to stretch, you got to activate, you got to take care of your body. And it's tough because in this world, sports are a business, and injuries go one of two ways. Sometimes a guy goes down, and now you get to emphasize and take his reps, or hey, we've been on the other side too, where you go down and someone else is coming after your spot. It's a tough thing to do. And speaking of tough things, what's a moment for you as an athlete that you always reflect back on? Something that has calloused your mind, that when there's the days in the fall camp that are coming up in the next few weeks where you don't want to get out of bed, you don't want to keep working hard, you don't want to go chase greatness. What gets your ass out of bed to make that push to get the job done?
I think 2019, I was one of those guys that got injured. I broke my collarbone in the first scrimmage of the fall camp that year. And that, after that, I was in my room crying. I just wanted to get back on the field, and I was doing everything I could. I was fortunate enough to come back, play 2 games that year. And having to do everything I could to get back on the field, knowing that how I felt when I couldn't play, that just wakes me up every day. I'm ready to go.
So, in the midst of that, you're from the Bay.
No, I'm from Southern California.
You're from LA. I'm sorry. I'm thinking of someone else. What is, growing up in LA, and there's the UCLA schools down there, there's the USC schools there. You're undefeated against UCLA.
Yeah.
And you get a shot at SC again this year. What's it like going down south and having the opportunity to play against these schools that kind of passed you up a little bit?
It's definitely a big game. There's a lot of LA kids on the team. Everyone thinks it's a home game. We go down there. The Red Wave always travels well. It's very exciting to go down there. But
that's it. That's all you got.
That's
all you got, bro.
I think I don't know. It's really a big game. You're going home. I think
it's got to be emotional, bro. Because playing down here locally, it gets emotional when Red Wave shows out, like that's one of the fortunate places to.
Last year at UCLA, I think my mom had like 50, 60 tickets.
Damn.
So it's a big game. A lot of people come.
Yeah, don't undersell that shit.
Yeah,
It's a big game, bro.
It's huge.
I mean, all games are big. If you want to compete, I totally understand that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, one more thing I'm thinking of right now. So, the boys are here. I ordered some Wingstop to, feed the boys, and I feel like I was getting chirped at about my wing order. So, flats
Flats only.
Strictly flats.
Flats only.
And I also like blue cheese.
I'm straight. I'm lemon pepper. That's all I need.
You don't even eat sauce.
Lemon pepper only.
Okay, see, that's really weird.
I'll throw down some fries.
But you like the
lemon pepper,
dryness.
flats only. I'm good.
But you don't like being hydrated. You appreciate.
You have a water? Maybe
I might take this
little
freaking
fruit
water
punch.
from you right now, bro.
Nah, if you got a cup of water, get the fries and lemon pepper wings, you good.
What's your go-to restaurants in Fresno?
Fresno, what's that sushi place called? There's a sushi place down by that one club. What's the one club called?
I don't go clubbing, bro. I don't know.
Me neither, but there's a sushi place down there. Hino, always a good spot to go.
Gotta love the Hino lunch special, bro.
Hino,
No free shout-outs.
Ichiban by the mall.
Uh-huh.
Little ramen place. Fire.
Okay.
Dervo's Deli.
We haven't even got there yet, but shout out to Dervo's Deli.
Dervo's Deli, man. Good spot right there.
Mm-hmm.
There's a few places you can go.
Like it. What's your favorite activity in your time at Fresno that you've done so far?
Time at Fresno. I mean, Lakes is close. My family, we just went to Bass Lake for the 4th of July. That was fun.
Y'all rent some jet skis out there or something?
Now we fortunately got a boat, so we took the boat out there.
Whoa.
Hey.
Whoa. Let me drive the boat, bro.
Hey, come on. Nah, but lake trips are definitely always fun. Invite the friends, have a good time.
Would you say you're more of a beach guy or a lake guy?
Definitely lake guy. I don't like the sharks. That's a big fear of mine.
What about alligators? Crocodiles?
I've never been to Florida, nothing like that.
I know in Millerton Lake there's a rumor.
That's gotta
There's
be
some
a rumor.
There's some big ass
That's it.
fish out there, bro.
Hey, fish, like,
What about a dolphin?
no, they're cool, they're friendly.
So you're just afraid of sharks?
Yeah, sharks. Definitely.
So you don't go like boogie boarding or surfing or nothing like
No,
that?
I'll go boogie boarding, but like as long as there's people with me, because I'm a pretty fast swimmer. If I can swim next or faster than the person next to me, I'm good.
Would you consider yourself more of a fast runner or a fast swimmer?
Fast swimmer, not that fast. You feel me? We can run, but we're not the fastest on the field.
Who's we, bro?
Me, maybe you. You might.
No, I'm a slow swimmer.
I'm talking about running right now.
I'm an okay runner.
We get open other
Get
ways. Yeah. But I'm talking about your playing days. We don't need to be the fastest.
What'd you think of the Bring the Juice Combine?
I think it was awesome.
I
was
appreciate
there.
you guys for coming out, by the way.
There for the first annual. I'm excited for the next year.
Mm.
Hopefully it's around the time I'm here.
Yeah.
Might be training and stuff.
I think I might do one the week before the actual NFL Combine.
that'd be cool.
I don't know why. Just get people in the mood.
Yeah.
Do a golf tournament
around
or
the same
something.
time, people would be excited for it. They want to see what they could do.
I love it. Zane, anything else you want to say to Bring the Juice Nation? I'm about to have Erik Brooks on the pod next.
Just happy I'm here, man. I love what you're doing with the thing.
Fire me up, bro. Bring the
sir.
juice, baby. Get your piss out. Erik Brooks up next, y'all. Tap into Zane Pope this season.
Yes, sir.
Transitioning now. What are the pros to having a velvet do-rag?
Well, really, I just got this one because it was a little bit thicker, so it holds on my hair better.
So
but
I used to have waves back in the day. I don't know if you know this.
I ain't noticed.
Zane, were you there when I used to have do-rag? All right, cool. Yeah. Yeah.
Nah,
He was
bro.
out there. Well, for those of you who just, we're getting back. Erik Brooks, wide receiver, Fresno State, going into. Is this your last year? You got another one?
I got 2 years. This year and next year.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow. You're going to be the 27-year-old?
Yeah. I'll be 24.
Still,
Playing.
that's old, bro.
I know.
That's seasoned, bro. Just like your chicken wings you're about to smack right now.
Yeah.
So, we'll get into all that fun stuff, but I want to start off on some real stuff. Coming from the IE,
Yep.
and I just asked Zane about being a LA guy that plays against those schools down south. You had a great game against UCLA this year, definitely one of the more memorable moments for Fresno State. What was that moment like of scoring a teeter?
So to take you through the whole thing, earlier in the game, I had a drop, like coming across the middle, we improvised the play. I was just scrambling with Jake. He threw it. I was just trying to catch it and get into the end zone because I saw it out the corner of my eye. I dropped it. I was upset. I'm like, I had that one. It was an easy catch. I make it all the time.
Barbecue chicken.
Yeah. I come to the sideline. I'm down, but all my teammates are picking me up, saying, "You gonna make the next one."
Right.
Do this. Just trying to keep my spirits high. Keep me mentally checked in, and then I get the call to go in on that 3rd and goal. We run our vert play. And then I just run to the corner of the end zone, turn around, barely saw the ball coming. It was in the light. DB put his hand out, almost swatted it, barely missed it, fell right into my arms. It was just like a dream come true. Had a lot of family and friends there. It was just cool to be close to home.
Oh, it was lit.
Where everyone could see me playing and stuff like that, and got my first touchdown. So,
what a first heater! I love to hear that. And EB, like, I know you started off as a walk-on. I started off as a walk-on. That walk-on mindset is held with people, even once you're put on Scully. You look at guys like Baker Mayfield, J.J. Watt, who started their careers off on walk-ons, And I think it's something when you are a walk-on, like, you wish you were Scully, but once you break through that and now you're on the other side of this fence, I feel like you're almost more proud of having to go through that struggle of being a walk-on and earning it in some way, shape, or form. Yeah,
I think so. Just because, like, when you're a walk-on, I mean, you're doing everything the scholarship guys are doing, but you're just not getting paid for it.
Yeah.
You're working out the same, you're practicing the same, you're doing the same amount of, like, volume of work. And for me, like, getting that scholarship, it was huge.
Right.
It just took, like, a big load off my shoulders knowing that I worked so hard for that.
Yeah.
But even now, like, even being on scholarship, I feel like my work ethic hasn't really changed. Just because all those years on being a walk-on, I feel like it's just ingrained now.
It's just a habit at that point. Yeah, it's
much
regular.
Yeah.
So what advice would you have for the younger athletes? Because I think there are guys out there that are juniors, seniors in high school, and maybe they're not getting a lot of love in the recruitment game. I've been asked it, and I give my 2 cents on things, and it's just you really just got to put your head down and work, in my opinion. And when you're given an opportunity, you got to capitalize, no matter how big, no matter how small it is, what situation in the game. But I mean, what would you tell these guys?
I would definitely piggyback on that and say, keep your head down and work, and just really just bet on yourself in any situation that you're put in. I mean, I believe that I could play this game at a high level, at the Division I level. Mm-hmm. So I took my chances, walked on, and I just worked every single day, just trying to be the best that I could be, in hopes of earning a scholarship eventually, and which I did. So just being consistent in your approach, trying not to take days off, and trying to be around people that are successful in the room. So be around the scholarship guys and do what they do.
Right. And I mean, I think I like that you brought that up because, when there's 110 dudes on a football team, I mean, I'm not going to BS people here. Like, there's some dudes that are slacking. There's dudes that are bullshitting. Sometimes they're just young. Sometimes they're just immature. Sometimes they're happy with just collecting a scholarship check and they don't care how much they play, whether they travel or not, things like that. And, you eventually start acting or developing habits of the people that you hang out with around you, whether you think you are or whether or you don't at all. Sometimes it happens without you even knowing. Mm-hmm. But if you're hanging out with a bunch of slapdicks who aren't doing shit right, and they're saying, I don't want to get working after practice, I want to do this, and then those are your boys, like, over time, you're going to think it's okay to not get working after practice. You're going to think it's okay to show up to meetings 2 minutes late, unprepared on certain things. And, I know that when I came in, I was taught by a few older guys, like, hey, man, this is what you do if you want to get ahead. Like, you sit here, you have your shit together. You don't, like, if you want to get ahead in the game. Because there are some dudes that are just so raw in talent to where, bro, they can do whatever they want, and they still probably are going to get love from the coaches. Mm-hmm. But some people have a different journey, a different road to get to the destination, and I know you have. Would you say that you're more disciplined now than ever?
Right now, definitely. I feel like the group we have really sets that standard.
As wideouts?
Yeah, as wideouts and as a team, but particularly the wideouts. I know coming in, we had guys like Key and Jameer, Darion, so they really laid the foundation for me. And then just like as of right now, our group knowing like where we can be as a whole,
Right.
as like the best receiving group in the nation, I feel like that just sets a standard of excellence every day of where we want to be and what steps we need to take to get there.
Yeah.
Every single day.
I mean, the standard of excellence is. It is. There's no ceiling for it. You got to keep climbing the mountain, and I think you guys have a great wideout group. Like I said, like I wanted to have a segment where I had the fellas on, man. Like I wanted to. Everyone has their little 2 cents and a different piece of their journey, and like I know you guys are about to start fall camp, but shit, there's a lot to be said for this wideout group, man. There's a lot of unknowns, but there's, I mean, the potential, and I think the hype for you guys is it's starting to build. And it's not going unnoticed. So like, I love it. I mean, being a wideout, especially where I've played with all of you except for my brother, but I know him pretty well too. So like, it works out. I'm rooting for you guys, man. Last thing, how do you like your wings, and what do you eat them with?
Me personally, lemon pepper, all flats, no sauce, just dry. Yeah, I don't need ranch or anything like that.
What is going on, bro?
I feel like you only need that like with chicken nuggets, so I just
So you like them dry?
lemon pepper. That's it. Only flavor I need.
That's it.
That's it.
That's casual.
That's it. That's all I need.
Wow. We're gonna have some opinions on this podcast, bro. I might lose like a star rating off this shit. I swear. Okay, lake or beach?
I'm a beach guy. Definitely a beach.
All right,
guy.
you're a beach guy. Why are
Yeah.
you a beach guy? You like? I mean,
I like going out into the waves and stuff. You know what I'm saying?
so
I don't
you're
go.
not afraid of the sharks.
I'm not afraid of the sharks. No. I don't go out super far, but I go out to where I'm floating out there, like
You can't touch the bottom.
yeah, where I'm not touching the bottom. I go out there and swim a little bit.
Like with a board.
I've boogie boarded before.
Yeah.
That's fun. But I go out there, you know, jump with the waves, go under them, stuff like that. But I'm definitely a beach guy. I love the lake, but you know, I ride a jet ski every now and then. But
Wow.
I'm a
this
beach
guy's
guy.
active. I love
Yeah.
it. All right, there you have it. Erik Brooks, bro. EB, anything you want to say to Bring the Juice Nation?
Man, shout out Bring the Juice. Shout out Frank. Love what he's doing, man. And you know what I'm saying? Just get your piss hot, baby.
Oh, baby. All right, transitioning. Next up, we got Josh Kelly. Kells is sliding to the pod. The 5'9" guy, Josh Kelly. Kells, welcome to Bring the Juice Nation. Say what's up to the people.
What's good with y'all, man?
I see you're rocking the Credit Aloha T-shirt
see me?
today. Let's start with that. How did that all come about?
So, shoot, my dad came up with a plan, and he's just trying to execute it. And
Is he gonna be like your agent in the league? You think like that?
No, he's just somebody that's gonna be right there by my side the
Your
whole
father,
time.
of course.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But no, he just with this NIL stuff, you know how this stuff is working. He came with a plan, and I'm for it. So
Yeah. So who is Credit Aloha? Are they local? Like, what do they do?
They're local. I actually know they're worldwide.
Oh.
But basically they're basically in college as a you know, college student.
Right.
We have a lot of
Student athlete.
we have a lot of opportunities where we could build our credit with, you know, rent and, you know, things of that sort. So
Right.
what Credit Aloha does is, you know, we take those and we take what you could use for your rent, and we could just, you feel me, start building it now. So then when you're done with college, you know, pay all your student loans.
It helps
all
your
that
credit
stuff.
score too, I assume.
Absolutely.
Okay, that's
Absolutely.
huge. I mean, one of the things I wish you got taught this in high school. I always thought it'd be badass if they had a class in high school, and I know you went to Bullard, but I mean, they didn't have it at Memorial. Like, I don't think anybody has this class where you literally get taught like the basic fundamentals
Right.
of the importance of having a high credit score, learning how to pay taxes. If you wanted to, you know, buy a house, what would even be your first approach on
Right.
something like that? Like,
Facts.
you don't really learn that type of stuff. You kind of just get thrown into the world, and then you're like, oh shit, like I owe taxes, or oh, like I got to do
Absolutely.
this, or oh, why? Who cares about that? And you can even go a step further than like people don't know how to change a tire, people don't know how to change oil, people don't know, you know, how to do very basic things in life that
Right.
to survive. And I don't know, that's cool that, you know, you and Credit Aloha are partnered up, and I'm glad you're getting some love from the NIL, bro. That's awesome.
Absolutely.
So, you know, Kels, I'm just asking your approach going into a game. You've played in some big games. You've played in some games that people might not hype up as much.
Right.
What is your approach for any game? And is it the same whether you're playing a team that's 0-12 or a team that's 12-0, number one in the country?
Absolutely. Well, my approach to the game, man, first is I'm going to just sound, as much as people say it, and as cliche as it sounds, bro, I have many reasons to why I play the game that I play.
Yeah.
And him right here is the number one reason.
Who's that right there?
That is my nephew, man. So, but I had to throw that out there. But
yeah.
No, man, me going into a game, man, my mindset is I'm going to dominate you. You feel me? Like, you're not going to be able to guard me. I'm trying to basically embarrass you out here. So, whether it is a 0-12 team or a 12-0, like, my mindset is the same. Because I'm trying to get seen. I'm trying to, throw myself out there.
Absolutely. Everyone's trying to eat.
Absolutely.
I think it's difficult to have that maturity as an athlete where, I mean, we've all played in some of these games together where it's like you're playing a team, their record's boo-boo, and you guys are hot. And it's like, everyone says, like, don't take this game lightly, blah, blah, blah. And it's like, all right, bro. But, like, at the same time, I've been in the position where our team's hot,
right,
and then we lose, bro.
The same.
You get snuck up on it. Like, you understand. These guys, okay, maybe they're not having a winning record this year. They still are on scholarship to play football. They're made it to Division I also. Like, they're not just going to roll over and lose. And I feel like especially lately, like Fresno State, like, we have a target on our backs. People hate us because they ain't us. It's one of those type of things. Like, they want to beat Fresno State. Like, that's kind of what it is.
Right. No, that's facts. I 100% agree. When you're a team that's consistently winning a lot,
right,
obviously, you're going to have that target on your back, but that's what make it fun. Honestly, that's everybody want to beat you. Everybody want to give you their best. So that forces you to do nothing but give your best back.
Right. So, you got to rise to the occasion in that situation.
Absolutely.
What do you think? I know you have dreams of playing in the NFL. At what point will you be satisfied with like a I made it type of moment?
When I touch that second contract in the
second
league,
contract, that's when you're like, okay, we're locked in, we're solid.
Good. Yeah, because I know, not many people last that long in the league.
Hell no.
To make it even to a second contract. So if you can make it to a second contract for sure, like, you good. You good.
Locally within the 559, you've been around for a while. You've had some great influences in your life from a young age.
Yeah.
I mean, back when you and Mac were playing high school together, freaking, I remember, you were training with dudes that I was training with. I know DeJounte O'Neal has a good presence in your life. I had all the local dudes from your upbringing, kind of like how I talked to Zane and EB a little bit. Like, you got to see a generation before you have a winning success. How has that affected your mindset going to this upcoming season of knowing, like, hey, like, we're capable, but this is what needs to be done in order to succeed?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I want to do what y'all did. I want to have a Mountain West championship ring on my finger.
Come on, win some rings, baby.
Yeah, damn right. But no, just looking back into it, that's crazy because I was actually watching film on a little bit of 2018. But just seeing how guys practiced and, like, just hearing stories about how y'all mindset and how y'all kind of combined as a team, it gives me kind of a little bit of chills because when I came here in 2019, like, I'm getting that kind of, like, same vibe as of team chemistry.
Right.
And knowing that, like, we actually have, like, a good chance to do something special.
And, I was on 1430 ESPN radio a couple of days ago, and they asked me kind of like, well, what's this team got to do to succeed? And I said exactly what you said. They got all the talent in the world. It's there. Coach Tedford's going to drive the boat. We know that. The dude is the best of the business.
Absolutely.
There could not be a better person in that job right now. It's going to come down to how much of a team they are, the chemistry, how much are they willing to play for the guy next to them.
Right.
Kirby's going to call the good plays. The defense is going to do their thing. You guys are going to make plays, but there's going to be a crunch time, and it's going to come down to that stuff. And, like, that's no secret now. Like, you guys know what's needs to be done in order to win. So
Right.
that's just the reality of things at this point.
Yeah. And not gonna lie, having guys like Zane and EB that was actually brought up into that culture,
Right.
they know how to, set the tone
Right.
in a receiver room. I'm talking about it as a receiver room standpoint. They play with the Keyshons, they play with the Grahams, they play with the KPs, they play with the, you feel me, like guys like that. So having that like mindset within them guys, like,
Right.
man, that's beautiful.
Well, I think, in all those rooms that I was in throughout my years, it's not even just it's not just the Keyshons.
Right.
Like,
No,
it's got to be, like, if you got
Everybody.
3 dudes slap dicking around in the back of the room, it messes the whole room up. Like, you
Right.
can't just have 4 dudes sitting up straight in the front row, like, and half the dudes in the back aren't bought in, or they're, as soon as you leave a meeting, they're, locker room lawyering or something like that. Like, man, why is he doing that? It's tough. It takes a sense of maturity when you get to this level, because you're putting your whole life into this. You're putting your
Right.
heart into it. So when a dude's getting love that you thought you deserve, it's hard to be like, I'm happy for my teammate. I'm going to keep working,
Right.
do my job, maintain my role. So, I think that's another thing too, is your guys' expectations are so high, but, I forget who said it, but you're as strong as your weakest link in some
Absolutely.
situations.
100%.
So I think, making those guys who might not be as important, feel important, and bought in,
Right.
it could be a difference maker when you're, it's that time for their decision to be made.
Right.
Kels, how do you like your wings?
Flats for sure. I definitely need some ranch though. Definitely.
Ranch.
Absolutely.
Sloppy ranch? Like you
What's
need
sloppy
like
ranch?
like you need white peas and shit after?
Nah, I could control. You feel me? I ain't gotta.
You
I
got
ain't
a-
gotta go crazy. I just.
You got a
feel me?
white shirt on today. Like, is there like
Yeah.
a 50% chance you're
It's
gonna
gonna get messed up.
Yeah.
It might. Just because. Nah, it might. It might. I'm not even
You're
finna
not that
explain
confident?
myself.
You're not that
Yeah,
confident
I'm not
on
gonna
it?
explain myself. It might though.
What flavor?
I'm a hot.
You would take some heat.
Yeah, I like hot wings. For
Have
sure.
you done the Buffalo Wild Wing hot wing challenge?
And I'm not.
You're not gonna.
No.
For what? Not a free T-shirt.
Because I'm not that. I'm not that.
You're not
like,
invested.
Yeah. I'm like a cool chill.
What about lake and beach?
I'm a beach person for sure.
Explain.
I like the beach, bro, because it's refreshing. It's like sometimes I'll just go to the beach and not even get in the water. Like I just stand out there and just
Chill.
watch, just chill.
The air.
It's refreshing. Like it's like
Yeah.
a reset for the body.
Uh-huh.
So, absolutely, I'm definitely a beach guy for sure.
Kels, anything else you want to say? Bring the Juice Nation. Josh Kelly, people. Josh Kelly.
Man, Frank, I appreciate you bringing me on here. Absolutely, like what they all said, man. I love what you're doing. Just seeing you build this podcast into what it is, bro. Shit gonna go for sure. Shit gonna go for sure.
We're trying to go to the moon, baby.
Absolutely.
I know everyone here and everyone that's came on here, they're trying to go to the moon, and I'm rooting for you guys, and I appreciate
Absolutely.
you coming on,
Most
brother.
definitely. Thank you, man. Thank you.
All right, y'all. Last guest for the day. Last whiteout. Little bro, Mac Dalena. Yes, sir. Bop. Last whiteout for the day in our special sequence of group podcasting for the Fresno State football team. Mac Dalena. Mac, say what's up to Bring the Juice Nation.
What's up? Bring the juice.
Wow, your energy's high. Wow. Look at this guy. Big guy here. All right, so let's just start out of the gate here. What is, when you're in your head and you're in the position where it's like, you get in this routine, you start getting lost in the sauce a little bit. Things get repetitive. You're going through the motions. What keeps you from going soft?
Well, I think definitely, like, even right now, summer ball, like, is the same thing every single day, all week. So I think just coming back to reality and then kind of just remembering what you're doing and what's coming forward. So, like, fall camp's coming. So if we're doing just a PRP, I always it's the same thing over and over. We running the same plays for over a month now, and it's like,
You know them.
yeah, it's definitely helping, but it's like you got to understand, like,
sooner or later, all this work that you're putting in is gonna come into play. So you always got to keep that in the back of your mind, and never slack off. Really.
Yeah. No, I know, and like, it is hard because I mean I'm not gonna go through the playbook here, but like there is a set of plays that are very basic, and you know how to run a 5-yard out, you know how to run a 3-step slant, you know how to run a climb route at this point, to where it's like, all right, I got one of these, I'm just gonna go over under snap, and it's like, or under over snap. I should have that memorized by now, bro. Damn. But point is, you got it memorized. It's like it's a second language, but still having the maturity and having the professionalism of mastering those routes. You know, I see you're rocking the Cooper Cup shirt today.
Mm-hmm.
That's a dude who he's mastering. I don't even know what he's mastering, but he just went off this year. Like, if you had to take one thing from his game, what would you say?
I just think he has so many different like things in his tool belt that no matter the situation, he always has something to counter it. So that's the other thing I was going to say about this repetitive stuff during practice is like, yeah, you might be practicing 5-yard outs for a month, but it's like, what can you do if this other situation comes about? So that's the thing, what I see when I watch Cooper Kupp is like, depending on the situation, he always has a tool in his belt. Exactly.
Yeah. So who's the best route runner in the league then? Because I know we're going to get ridiculed here for whoever you say.
Yeah, I know that. Route runner.
Yeah, route runner. Because Devontae Adams is the best wide receiver in the NFL.
See, so that's
All right, so I got chirping over here. Kels is saying Justin Jefferson's best wide out in the league, or best route runner.
We've been just watching a lot of film on it, and that's why you say
You're
it.
hot on Justin Jefferson right now?
I don't know.
Is Hunter Renfrow in the equation at this point?
I think he's mastered his own specific techniques. Like he's
Okay, the slots in the room are saying yes. Keenan Allen has been in the league as just like this underappreciated workhorse who is making plays on a Chargers team that really wasn't good for most of his career. Now they're starting to get a little love because they got Herbert. And it's like, I mean, we've watched, all of us, we've probably watched 100 hours of Keenan Allen film alone of Kirby clipping it. Like, the dude is good. The dude is good. He's just so smooth. Like,
yeah.
So what was his 40 time? Like, I was going to say, it was slow, and people say he's slow, but the dude gets open, and that's all that really matters. I do agree where I think Hunter Renfrow is changed. He has his own system.
Yeah.
Like, I wouldn't watch Hunter Renfrow film and be like, I wouldn't teach my high school football team do this. It's like a next level of advancement, I think. And you got to be on the same page as your quarterback at the same time too. Like,
Definitely.
Okay. Going from high school to where, me and you, we had the same positions in high school, and now in your career at Fresno State, I think there's a disconnect. You're very much well known for your play against UCLA where you hawk down Casimir Allen. Okay, it's like your freaking stamp right now. And I know you want to make more plays like that, and more plays at wideout, and more plays on shit. You kick field goals too. Like, you'll do whatever. But I'm saying, what I'm getting at is like special teams. We know a lot of dudes in the league that are making a very healthy living off of just playing special teams. We know a lot of dudes on this podcast and in life that have lost opportunities because they don't play special teams. So roads are pointing towards have as much tools in your toolbox as possible and play special teams. But how did you have a mental shift on, hey, I got to start taking special teams seriously? Like, at what point did that become a thing?
Well, I thought I needed to make myself useful for this team. So obviously I'm working hard at receiver. That's what I want to be doing. But if I can make this team better or help this team win any other way, that's what I'm going to do.
Yeah.
And I had coaches tell me, like, specific spots to put me in. And, like, we need you for this. You're going to help us in this way. And obviously that's what I'm going to do to help the team. So that's what I had, just the coaching and players as well, just knowing the importance of special teams. And that's definitely what I learned in college is that special teams, it's a third phase. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's definitely, like, it's a bigger deal than some people think.
I don't know about the dudes in this room, but like in high school, like it's pretty much offense and defense. Like and then there's like the kicker, and like
I was-
who's the deep man today?
Yeah.
But there's not really like you're locked in for a punt meeting, and it's like bro, you look at you lock into punt almost as long as you lock into offense. Like it is crazy how big that shift is, and I think it's one of the most big unknowns for people that haven't gone through that. So I mean, this year you got a new special teams coordinator. Are you in the position where are you excited to play special teams? What's the vibe? Like, it's its own vibe.
No, yeah, and I think the new coordinator.
There's a lot of juice on special teams.
Yeah, definitely, and that's what I mean. You start off the game with special teams. Like if you go down and you make a huge play, that sets the tone for like the rest of the game.
Oh,
it really
momentum shift.
does, and it's like, or if whatever the case is, you come out of halftime and you return a kick or whatever it is, like that is
big hit, something.
That's a nail in the coffin sometimes. Like some teams can't recover from that, and then it's also where can you recover from that? And that's the other thing about special teams. It's like it's a huge part, and I think special teams is a big momentum changer in most games. And I think that's definitely like what you got to see through special teams.
I've asked Coach Ted for this on the pod if he would get the Valley V branded on him. Would you get it branded on you?
100%. If you can find a
flinching.
flinching. If you can get
someone who's
solid
to make
brand.
It needs to
I
be
think you would have to do it first though.
We would of course be the
I'm not
entrepreneurs
gonna
behind this.
Yeah, but I wouldn't be like
You wouldn't
the
go
test
first?
dummy. No.
So you're saying I have to do it? Because
Yeah.
Joe's not going to do it.
Someone's got to. I won't go first. But
I just
will
don't want to
it.
go first, and then like everyone else is like, oh, I don't
No,
wanna
I'll do it. I just got to see like how it turns out.
Yeah, what if it doesn't turn out good? You still have to go.
I don't know. Then I don't know. But yeah, I would get it. I just want to go first.
Zane, would you get it? Branded. All right, Zane's on the tattoo train. EB,
I'm not getting branded, bro.
would you get the yat?
I don't know. I'm not into tattoos.
Not even like a butt tat. Kels, you're a 5'9" guy. Kels is thinking. Yeah.
Nah, he's thinking about it. He's on the train for sure.
Yeah, he's on the train. I think it's a snowball effect. I think if one person gets it,
I'd want it on the outside of my arm.
I'd
though.
go like back of the arm, so like you could.
No, I go right on the outside. It's like my jersey. Like
Yeah, you got to.
you see a Valley V branded on you, like someone's gonna get.
I'm talking brand. I'm talking if you could get it to where the Fresno State football team is rocking these Valley V brands,
Nah,
that would be
people-
hard. That is hard.
Opponents will definitely
It'd just be a cool.
see
time.
like they see everyone branded with the Valley V. That's definitely
I would say 30% of the team would do it.
maybe 10%. 10%.
110 dudes, 11 dudes would do it. Yeah, probably. What if Coach did it? I think that would increase it. I think it would increase to 25%.
Nah.
I don't know. Maybe not yet.
But if it's a generational thing, like if Derek Carr comes back and it's like, what have you guys been missing out on? And then Devontae's like, yo, boys, check this out. Like, bro, it's going to hit.
Yeah, maybe.
All right, how do you like your wings?
So I don't really care. Like bone in. Okay, listen. Bone in. Don't matter what. I prefer flats, but it really doesn't matter. But boneless, I explained it earlier. Boneless if I'm like rushing, so I can just throw them in and just eat.
Give me a situation where you're like ordering wings. You're like, I'm in a rush. I need to get boneless
All right,
right now.
so I gotta get food. I'm late for something. Not late, but I'm rushed for it, and I need to get food before, and I gotta eat in my car on the way.
So why don't you opt wings out? It's like saying, oh,
Because I want wings.
I'm gonna go smack a steak real quick. Like, I feel like that's
'cause you
not
can still
in
eat the
my-
wing.
I feel like that's not in my like. That's not like my.
Yeah,
That's
there's
not.
steak bites. There's bites for everything.
Yeah, but that's not like my like. Oh, I'm in a rush. I need.
what
to
if I
grab
want
something.
wings?
I mean, I guess.
It's like fast food.
Bro, Wingstop might be one of the
McDonald's
slowest
has
restaurants I know.
wings.
What?
Fast food,
Wait, who?
bro. They
McDonald's
have wings.
has chicken wings.
Yes.
That is sick. Are you a McRib type of guy?
No.
Who goes to McDonald's? And, yeah, can I get a 6 count of flats right now, bro?
I swear they advertise it.
I'm gonna need someone to Google that shit. Okay, so you didn't finish. So if you're in a rush, you like boneless.
Yeah, but if I could sit down and eat, I'll get bone in.
Spicy?
No, I do not like spice. I like the barbecue and I like the lemon pepper.
What kind of sauce?
Ranch.
God,
I can only have blue. Yeah, I could have like blue cheese on a salad, but like that's it.
I was gonna say, I know you like it. All right, lake or beach? I don't know, man. We're beach. Like, our family doesn't really go to the lake.
See, I don't know because I like the lake, but like to go hang out with like friends and stuff on the lake. But the beach is like Kel said, like it's like a place to go chill. You could chill on the beach. You can go in the water. We boogie board like crazy. I surf sometimes. Like it's fun.
Whatever. You don't surf.
I do.
You got a surfboard.
I surf, attempt to surf, but I don't know. I'd probably say beach if I had to choose.
Bro,
Yeah, probably.
that's it.
Yeah, I mean,
Where does canal surfing rank in all that? For
That
those
was
who
an
don't know
option.
canal surfing is an activity out in the country. There's a canal that has it's basically like wakeboarding off the back. You tie a rope to the back of the truck, and we have a crappy surfboard, and you just it's some Fresno vibes. A lot of people have
invented
done
by
it.
us.
Yeah. The original video is actually pretty freaking awesome.
You might need to have a clip on here, but
Canal surfing.
canal surfing. I would probably say beach, canal surfing, then lake, just because it's easy. It's there.
Wow.
It's there.
Yeah, it's
you don't
there.
gotta go get a boat in the lake. You don't have to. It's a whole ordeal when you're going to the lake. You got it.
I also feel like beach towns is a different vibe. Like there's different places to eat. You can kind of go chill. Like
Lake, you're stuck on a boat too. Like
Yeah,
you
but I
can't just
kinda-
get off and you
but
can't
you
just-
start booming music on the boat. You crack
yeah,
open
it's
a
a
couple
vibe,
twisted
but it's not.
teas,
If I were to
you're like,
choose, yeah,
let's go, boys.
yeah, but if I had to choose, definitely beach and then canal surfing. Canal surfing is great.
What is the most last question? Electric moment you've had so far in college football? Like what? Not necessarily like a play you specifically did. Just like the pinnacle of like, holy crap, this was awesome. Like this is college football.
I think, obviously, I think the UCLA game, just like
Yeah.
the vibes of the whole game,
It was
throughout
insane.
the game. Like no matter what happened, like we knew the whole game we were gonna win, no matter what situation we were in. And then that was the biggest game I've been in so far,
Yeah.
and just in the locker room after was just crazy. Everyone, all the fans, like when you looked up in the stands, it was just a whole wave of red, and it was just it was pretty cool to see.
I was the first time I played at UCLA because you weren't there yet. You were a recruit on the UCLA sideline.
Mhm.
So my mom got there early to take Mac as a recruit to get recruited by UCLA. And I'm like, we're doing like pat and go on the sideline. I'm like looking over like, what the hell you doing, bro? Like, and my mom is like, she's like, my son plays for Fresno State. Like, I'm repping Fresno State. Like, I don't care if we're walking to get the tour of the UCLA locker room in the Rose Bowl. Like, I don't give a shit. I'm Bulldog born today. And, you know, but he's big time. He's young bull. UCLA. Waxed.
I was over.
Waxed.
I
Talk
say
about losing a recruit.
I think it was like first quarter, and then I took my UCLA shirt off, and my mom gave me a jacket. No, I just threw the jacket over the UCLA shirt. I sat because y'all were killing them, I think, and I walked over there and I sat with them for the rest of the game.
Well,
yeah.
in that, I was in the red wave for the game y'all won this last previous season, and I was with some former players that were there when we won, and we were like, I thought our game was lit. Like, that game was freaking turned up, and the hotel bar after was freaking twice as turned up, man. That was wild. Y'all need to beat USC so we could run that back because that was electric.
Definitely.
All right, Mac, thanks for coming on the pod. Anything you want to say in the Bring the Juice Nation?
Thanks for having me back on the pod. Bring the juice every day, no matter what you're doing. Wake up, bring the juice, and let that energy go throughout your day.
Wow, really inspirational. I'm going to finish up with 2 ads real quick. First up, we got Fresno First Bank. Fresno First Bank is a local bank to Fresno and to the community. They have a strong connection with business owners to help them grow and succeed. At Fresno First, they are never too busy for you. It's always direct contact when you walk in. They'll give you a high five, a head nod, a what's up, buddy, something great. They personalize the customer experience every single day. So if you're looking for a definitive banking experience where they're going to treat you like a family, make you feel like you're part of the family, and take a sound business approach to what you need, then Fresno First is where you need to be. It's as simple as that. We're family. You're my little old brother. You actually got a lot of love from Fresno First Bank. We might have to do a duet commercial again. You got to hawk someone else down. Yeah. I'm throwing up lobs for NIL deals over here. Lastly, Dervos Deli. If you're a regular listener of the Bring the Juice podcast at this point, you know Dervos Deli is our go-to sponsor. They have the best sandwiches in the 559. We are going there to eat as a Bring the Juice Nation, having a lot of Fresno State football players there. Sign some autographs, throw some pictures up on the wall. Going to be great. Dervos Deli, we appreciate you. Go try that chicken sandwich. I'm trying to get a deal where if you wear a Bring the Juice hat in Dervos Deli, maybe you get like 10% off, like a free drink or something. Look into it. More on that soon. All in all, another great episode of the Bring the Juice podcast. Be sure to subscribe. We're going to tag these guys, follow them and everything. And get your piss hot, boys and girls, because let's bring the juice.
First we gonna rock, then we gonna fold, then we let it pop, don't let it go.